Hey guys, no racing today. Thought I'd do something a little bit different. Now, I was watching Will Ford, who's just gotten into iRacing. Go check him out on Boosted Media. It's been really good. This is his first season in iRacing and he's taking it quite seriously, trying to get through the ranks. He had an accident yesterday on lap 3, was it? Lap 5. And he had no steering. So he wobbled back to the pits, and one thing I noticed as he went to the pits was he hadn't unchecked tyres and he hadn't unchecked fuel. Now, in the rookies, you get a free repair. I think they call it fast repair. And for the first 12 months that I was doing iRacing, I had no idea. I used to manually select it. So I just thought I'd give you a quick run through on two parts. First of all, on how to clear your pit box. And look at that, his tyres are up, he's getting a full tank of fuel. That just comes as default. I guess iRacing's put it in there to fill up and change tyres because too many people would complain if there was nothing, that they went into the pits damaged or they needed tyres, nothing happened, and then they had to do another lap and manually check things while they were doing that frustrated second lap to get in the pits and get the service that they want. Now, personally, I like to uncheck it, and there is a way of doing that. And the second prong of the video today, I want to show you macros. I've only just discovered how to play around with macros yesterday. So that was a very long pit for Will, and he went all the way to last. I think he was battling for 4th or 5th or 6th. So there's nothing worse when you're coming into the pits and you're going to get a full service. So what you need to do is open up File Explorer, go to your documents page, open up the iRacing, and almost at the top you'll have app APP configuration settings. The file is actually app.ini. So right click that, open it with Notepad, and you're going to get a whole bunch of terminology within Notepad. And there's so many things that you can change in here, so I highly recommend that you save a copy. So copy and paste it to a separate folder, your base page, and try not to play around with too many settings. Although there are a lot of settings that you can play around with. But in this video, I'll just show you how to fix the pit stop. So you scroll down, it's about halfway, past graphics, past miscellaneous, and you'll see this little category here, pit service. Now there's two things that you can change. The auto reset fast repair. So that means if you get more than one fast repair and you take it, next time you go around, if you crash again, you can it'll automatically select the fast repair. You don't have to do it yourself. The second one is the most important one, auto reset pit box. Now, as a default within iRacing, that's done as 1. So you've basically got 1 for on and 0 for off. If you change that to 0, next time you jump into iRacing and you go into the pits, you will not get fuel and you will not get tyres. And I can't remember who told me this about 12 months ago, but it completely changed iRacing because it was one thing I didn't have to think about. A lot of times I used to adjust fuel and tyres, like deselect them on the grid waiting for the race, or I would, if there was a pit strategy at play, I would actually do that. I don't want to babble too much, but in the app file, change that to 0. That's all you got to do. And that will have that next time you go to a pit, and because that's at 1, you will still get your fast repair automatically selected. So you don't even have to think about it. Just focus on that you've crashed and you're going to go to the pits, and as soon as you stop in that pit box, you can go straight away. Everything's fixed. No fuel, no tyres. Watching Will, he lost a whole lap yesterday, and that is like full fuel and tyres, is it like in an MX-5, it's almost a minute. So to save yourself a bit of pain, go through that. Auto reset pit box to 0. Anyway, the second prong of this is something that I've only just discovered yesterday, was the auto text chat. I've always looked at it and just sort of ignored it because I don't really text drivers. But this is technically called macro section, and you can change anything in this. So the first two default chat messages are pitting in and pitting out. So I thought I'll just leave that there. And then in the yellow here is the key assignment. And you can assign that to any key you like on the keyboard. At the moment it's 5. I can make it H. But every time I press H within iRacing, it will do that command.
The track temperature's decreasing. It's now 45 Celsius.
Thanks, crew chief. Now, there's a little bit of a language going on, and everyone has their own needs and wants for what they want. So the best use for macros is, while you're driving, is to set your pit parameters. So I'll jump in the car right now. We're just sitting here in the pits. We don't want them to do anything, so we'll just go out here. And I've actually set a whole bunch of key assignment things on my Stream Deck, but you can do it on your steering wheel, your keyboard. But I just find having the Stream Deck here, I can just quickly have a look at it. Now, first of all, you'll see down here, begin fueling is unchecked, windshield tear off is unchecked, and fast repair is unchecked, only because there's 0 remaining fast repairs, as we're just in a practice session. So if I wanted to put in, let's go down to 0, clear all. So one of the macros is clear all, and we're at 0 fuel. So it says we've got 20 litres. And if I wanted to chuck in 5 litres, I'm going to push that button. And you'll see up top here, it's just a text command. So I think fuel was adding 5 litres was the number 5. And all the number 5 from pushing on the keyboard is the hash, fuel, space, plus 5L for litres, and WS for the windscreen tear off. If you have any dramas at all and you don't understand, everyone has their own things that they want to do within iRacing. You go to the text box and you do hashtag help. And if you have a look, you press this up arrow, it has all the text. Now in the help, the second line here, you've got clear.
The track temperature's increasing. It's now 47 Celsius.
Go away, crew chief. So the second line here gives you all of the terminologies. You've got clear, clear all pits, clear tyres, and then you've got the corners of the car, left front, left rear, right rear, and then you've got L or R for the left side or the right side. Then you've got fuel, WS for windscreen tear off, and FR for fast repair. So as far as the terminology goes, if you want to change a pit, go back here. If you want to change a pit command, it has to start with the hashtag, and everything has to finish with the $sign. The $sign is effectively pressing enter for you. So my first 8 things in here are things that I'm going to use while I'm driving, except for the first 2. And then from then on, I've got pass left knackers, pass right knackers, I can see you, just a bit of a taunting, come on knackers, seriously knackers. I'm going to start putting a lot of knackers in there, considering it's written on the back of my car. And then the last 2 are it's just simply free advertising. So if you notice here for the text, there's no hashtag here, because this is just simply putting text onto the chat. But if I wanted to change pits, these aren't predetermined. This is something that I've set up today, and you can set it up any way you like. You've got clear, hashtag clear $sign to clear everything. If you want to keep the fuel, but you just want to uncheck all the tyre boxes, you want to put just 5 litres in or just 10 litres or add. So there's a plus sign there, and the terminology is to add. If it was just fuel space 5L, it would just change the whole thing to a 5 litre splash and dash, or which is closest to the increments. So in the MX5 would be 3.8 litres. Then you've just got simple WS. So if you wanted to go in and just change your windscreen tear off, or within other stuff like adding 5 litres, also to check the windscreen tear off. And then you got me text there. So yeah, 2-pronged attack today. I hope you get a little bit out of this, Will. It's a little video that I thought I'd do for you. It was eating at me yesterday while you were in the pits. You were just sitting there, and there's nothing more frustrating. But I've had a lot of luck lately where I've had to pit. Well, my accident has just been before the pit, so you duck in, pre-repair, boom, straight away, you're off. You're back into the race. So you haven't lost that whole lap, and it gives you a chance to catch up to the cars. Also, I will go to, where are we? This page here, I'll put a link here, edracing.com. He gives a much better description for me. You can adjust tyre pressures, and as iRacing's been going on, this has been in since 2016. Sorry, all the way at the start is 2013. And it gives you a full rundown of anything that you want. If you want to do ovals and just change the right side tyres, or if you wanted to add stuff, it's all there, and I hope that really helps. But anyway, give it a thumbs up if you liked it, down if you didn't. Make sure you subscribe. Check me out on Twitch. I'm streaming on the weekends, and yeah, I really hope that helped. It helped me when someone told me, and totally transformed the way you start a race. So have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.